Today we're going to talk about applying deductive reasoning. For biconditional, both the conditional statement and its converse are true. So if, in the first example, if Bertie is the president, then she won the election. If we write the converse, we have to decide, is that true or false? In example 1, if Bertie is president, then she won the election. That's true. The converse would be, if Bertie won the election, then she is the president. Which is also true. So, with the biconditional statement, it must contain the phrase if and only if. Any valid definition can be written as a biconditional statement. Oops. Let me erase that. Example number 2. Write the converse for each of the following, then determine if the conditional and its converse are true. If they are both true, then write the biconditional statement. By biconditional statement, we're combining both the converse and the conditional statement into one statement. So, if you are slow, then a snail will beat you. The converse would be, if a snail beats you, then you are slow. And I just switched the if and the then. I switched them around and I started with the if. So instead I put if right here. If a snail will beat you, or if a snail beats you, then you are slow. For the biconditional, you're going to say that both the conditional and converse are true. So you would write, you are slow if and only if a snail beats you. I can write a biconditional because both the conditional statement and the converse statement were true. Now let's go to example number 2. If you ate 5 cans of Play-Doh, then you threw up. So my converse would be, if you threw up, then you ate 5 cans of Play-Doh. Going back to your conditional is probably true. I would say you would throw up if you ate 5 cans of Play-Doh. But your converse is not true because you don't necessarily have to necessarily throw up on Play-Doh. So there are other reasons why you would throw up, possibly. So that would be false. So there's no biconditional statement. Example number 3, or example 3. If I'm breathing, then I'm alive. So we're going to switch your if and your then for your converse, and we're going to say, if I'm alive, then I'm breathing. And both of those are true, so we would be able to write a biconditional statement by combining those two statements into one. Whether I write, if I'm breathing, then I'm alive, or if I write, if I'm alive, then I'm breathing, because either way I write it, it's true. So I'm going to write, go back to my original, I'm going to write, I'm breathing, and notice how I took out the if, I write I'm breathing if and only if I'm alive. Going to example number 3. Write the following biconditional statement as a conditional statement and its converse. So now I'm taking the biconditional statement and I'm breaking it into the two statements that I had before that I combined. So I'm kind of working backwards here. And the statement is WHS gets a snow day if and only if it snows 4 feet. So I'm going to start with my conditional statement. I'm going to start with my if. And I'm going to write if Westside gets a snow day. And I'm going to take out this if and only if. And I'm going to put then instead. If Westside High School gets a snow day, then it snowed 4 feet. In my converse statement, I'm going to use my conditional statement and I'm going to reverse my if and my then. So I'm going to start with if it snowed or snows 4 feet, then Westside High School gets a snow day. Okay, moving down to example number 4. Use the table to write a definition for the I spend a lot account. So I'm looking at the account. The frugal spender spends a minimum of $300 and a maximum of $900. The I spend a lot account spends $500 to $2,000, and I have a problem account spends $1,500 to $5,000. We want to write an I condition or a statement for I spend a lot, so or my definition. So I would write, it's because we're looking at this account right here. It's a I spend a lot account if and only if I spend between $500 and $2,000. This is a biconditional definition because it doesn't matter how I say it. I can put the if in front or I can put the if in the middle and switch it around and it'll still be true.